Is it really worth shelling out big bucks for brand name tires? Or can you get by just fine with a cheaper set? It's a question every driver asks at some point. And today, we're going to get to the bottom of it. Let's roll. First up, what exactly is the difference? It all comes down to research and development. Big brands like Michelin, Goodyear, or Bridgestone spend millions, even billions, on engineering. They're constantly testing new rubber compounds, tread patterns, and construction techniques to maximize performance, safety, and longevity. Think of it like a five-star restaurant versus a fast food joint. Both will feed you, but the quality of ingredients and the chef's expertise make a world of difference. These major brands have decades of experience and a reputation to protect, so their quality control is incredibly strict. Every tire has to meet a very high standard before it ever touches the road. Now, let's talk about the cheap tires. These are often called budget, economy, or sometimes even private label tires. They can be incredibly tempting. I mean, who doesn't want to save a few $100s? But here's the catch. To keep prices low, they have to cut corners somewhere. This usually means using less advanced rubber compounds and simpler, often older, tread designs. They might skip the extensive testing that premium brands insist on. This doesn't mean they're all unsafe. They still have to meet basic government safety standards to be sold. But meeting the minimum standard is a lot different than exceeding it. So, how does this play out in the real world? Let's talk performance, starting with the most critical situation, braking. This is where the difference is night and day. Premium tires are engineered with sophisticated compounds and tread patterns that provide superior grip in an emergency stop, especially in wet conditions. A brand-name tire can stop your car several feet shorter than a budget tire. Think about that for a second. Those few feet could be the difference between a close call and a serious accident. In tests conducted by various auto magazines and organizations, the braking distance gap is consistently one of the biggest differentiators. And it's not just about emergencies. What about everyday driving? Handling is another big one. If you enjoy a spirited drive or simply want your car to feel responsive and predictable, brand name tires deliver. The advanced construction provides better stability in corners and a more connected feel to the road. Cheaper tires often have softer sidewalls, which can lead to a mushy, less precise feeling when you turn the wheel. It might not be something you notice just driving to the grocery store, but on a winding road or during a sudden lane change, you'll be glad you have that extra control. Let's not forget about something we all deal with: bad weather, rain, snow, ice. This is where your tires truly earn their keep. Premium all-season or winter tires are designed with special sipes and grooves that are incredibly effective at channeling water away to prevent hydroplaning. Their rubber compounds are also formulated to stay flexible and grippy even in freezing temperatures. Budget tires, on the other hand, often struggle in these conditions. Their simpler tread patterns can't clear water as efficiently, and their harder rubber compounds can become stiff and slick in the cold, drastically reducing your traction when you need it most. Okay, so brand name tires are safer and perform better, but the budget-friendly argument is strong. Let's talk about the total cost of ownership. You might save $100 or $200 upfront on a set of cheap tires, but here's the twist: they often wear out much faster. The less durable rubber compounds just don't last as long. And there's another hidden cost: fuel economy. Tires affect your car's rolling resistance, which is the energy it takes to keep them moving. Premium brands invest heavily in creating low rolling resistance tires without sacrificing grip. A cheaper tire with higher rolling resistance makes your engine work harder, which means you'll be spending more money at the gas pump over the life of the tire. It might only be a small percentage, but it adds up mile after mile. So, when does it ever make sense to buy cheap tires? There are a couple of scenarios. If you have an old car that you barely drive, maybe just a few thousand miles a year on short, low-speed trips around town, and you plan on selling the car soon, then a set of budget tires might be a justifiable choice. You're not putting them through demanding conditions, and you want to own the car long enough to see the benefits of a long-lasting premium tire. But for most drivers, for their daily driver, the car that carries their family? The answer is pretty clear. The final verdict? Your tires are the only 4 points of contact between your 1,000-pound vehicle and the road. They are arguably the single most important safety feature on your car. While the upfront cost of brand-name tires is higher, the investment pays for itself in superior safety, better performance, longer lifespan, and even fuel savings. You're not just buying rubber, you're buying peace of mind, confidence, and control. When it comes to something this important, cutting corners just isn't worth the risk. What's your experience with budget versus brand-name tires? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, give us a like and subscribe for more content to keep you safe and smart on the road. Drive safe.